Cyclops! I know how you feel about it, Wolverine, but... Oh! You know nothing, little man.
Within the earth. I feel its energy magnified by the crystal resonators. I feel it entering my body. My DNA regenerator did not have the power to return you to human form. But now, like the ancient scientist in the painting, I do.
Hey, Serpentor, what do you say we throw another iguana on the Barbie? I hear they're just delicious.
Action figure enthusiasts out there, JC here, and welcome to the Friday, February 2nd, 2024 edition of TNI News. And once again, we've got a lot of news to go over today. But before we get into today's news, I just wanted to update you with something here on the channel. I have activated the membership options for this channel. If you're so inclined, you certainly don't need to. And honestly, it's not like there's anything spectacular I'm offering at the moment. If you become a member, things like, special emojis and such like that. But honestly, I'm looking at it more as, if it's a way you want to throw in like $1 into the tip jar, something like that, then you now have that option available to you. But again, no pressure. Certainly, if you don't want to become a member of the channel, I completely get it. Now, if I ended up getting a lot of members, then I will certainly look at maybe doing a few things special for those members. If it's something that were to catch on and such. But again, it's really more not something you have to do, just something if you want to do, if you want to just, like I say, throw in a little tip into the tip jar to say thanks for the content that I provide or what have you. That's basically what it's there for. So you'll notice the join button at the bottom of this video and every video on my channel that you watch. So if you want to become a member of the channel and see the options that are available, then just hit that button and it'll take you through the process. And then, of course, if you are new to this channel and you don't want to become a member, which is fine, hopefully you will at least think about subscribing to this channel and hitting the bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. And that way you can stay on top of all the latest action figure news as it happens. All right, so now that we've got all that out of the way, let's jump into today's news, and let's just start off with some quick Marvel Legends news. So that second wave of Marvel Legends X-Men 97 figures from Hasbro went up for pre-order yesterday. They're still available pretty much everywhere, including Amazon and our sponsor Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. The figures are $24.95 each. We've got a few in-hand images, thanks to Hasbro's Dan Young, of a few figures in the wave, including the Cyclops figure and then the new Magneto figure. I'm sure he'll be posting more in-hand images from the wave over the course of the next several days. But again, if you want to get your hands on those figures, then they are available for pre-order now. Also, there's some rumors floating around that we're going to get the premiere of the X-Men 97 cartoon on Disney Plus, of course, sometime in March. So probably within a month or so, we're going to actually get to see the new cartoon that these figures are based on. And then from Threezero, we have a look at another Iron Man figure coming to their DLX line. So this is a 1/12 scale figure. It is based on Iron Man from Avengers Endgame. It's the Mark 85 armor. So you get a lot of accessories. You get a figure stand, multiple pairs of hands, some repulsor blast effects. You also get a hand cannon for each hand and energy bladed weapon, again, for each hand. Now, this figure has not yet gone up for pre-order. It's supposed to be going up on February 7th, and it should be carried at places like our sponsor, Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. Now switching over to Star Wars, we've got a new Hot Toys figure, a 1/6 scale Hot Toys figure. It's a new Han Solo in Endor gear from Return of the Jedi. So this is being listed as MMS 740 Han Solo. I got to tell you that at least based on these images, this head sculpt needs some work. It really does not look too much like Harrison Ford to me. But I don't know, maybe you think differently. The cost of this figure is about $305. It is available for pre-order now at places like our sponsor Big Bad Toy Store. The figure is supposed to be released in June of 2025, so you've got over a year, so they might make some updates to it. You've got the removable trench coat, the camo trench coat. Of course, he's got his signature blaster and holster and everything. So, like I say, the figure overall doesn't look bad, but I just don't think that head sculpt looks too much like Harrison Ford's. I think they need to touch it up or something, which, you know, sometimes they do. And also you do get like a little diorama figure base for the figure to stand on. Then in other Star Wars news, non-toy related, and unfortunately some sad news that I have to share with you, it is being reported as of today that actor Carl Weathers, who had roles in such iconic movies as the first 4 Rocky movies, Predator, and more recently he had a role in the Mandalorian TV series on Disney Plus as Greef Karga. Unfortunately, according to reports, he passed away yesterday peacefully in his home with his family, though the cause of death has not yet been given. He was 76 years old. So again, sad news to report to you today that Carl Weathers has passed away. Mezco Toys today has released official images and has put up for pre-order a new 5-point set. This is based on the Wednesday Netflix series. So it is a 2-pack of figures along with a diorama base. So of course Wednesday is one of the figures, and then her blonde friend Enid is the second figure in this set. These figures stand about 3.75 inches tall. They have minimal articulation. You can switch out the arms, so you get multiple arms for each figure. You get various other accessories. You also get Thing to go with Wednesday. So this set, again, is available for pre-order now. You can get it at places like our sponsor, Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth. The cost of this one is $39.99, and this is supposed to be released in September of this year. Mezco has also announced that they're going to be holding a virtual Toy Fair event later this month. The dates are February 21st through the 24th, where they'll be showing off new products. So, of course, we'll have full coverage of that as they reveal it. But again, if you want to mark your calendars, Mezco Toys will be showing off new products for their virtual Toy Fair. Again, the dates are February 21st through the 24th. And then just some quick pre-order updates. So that SH Figuarts Flash movie Flash figure I talked about on Wednesday, that is now available for pre-order. You can get it at places like Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. The cost of that one is $84.99. The 2 Tekken 8 figures, also from Tamashii Nations for the SH Figuarts line. Again, I've talked about these before. These are also available for pre-order, and the cost of these are $74.99 each. And then finally from Tamashii Nations, that One Piece Kid figure, again, that I've talked about before, that has also gone up for pre-order. Again, you can get it at places like Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth, and the cost of that one is $89.99. For you Ghostbuster fans, Hasbro has up for pre-order on their Pulse website a new Neuterona wand from the 1984 Ghostbusters movie. So this comes with a display stand. It's got electronics and everything. The cost of this one is $124.99. And again, it is currently available on the Hasbro Pulse website. Thanks to Mr. Juarez, we have a look at the packaging for another one of those Turtles of Grayskull figures. This time it's for Mossman. So we'd seen this figure on a checklist that Mattel had released for the line, but this is a better look at it. Again, in the packaging, both the front and the back, you get some nice artwork there on the back. But if you're a fan of Mossman and you've been collecting these Turtle of Grayskull mashup figures, you know, between Turtles and Masters of the Universe, this is one that you may want to check out. In another bit of non-related toy news, I just wanted to give you an update on Masters of the Universe Revolution. So Kevin Smith has been talking about the show. So just to clarify, Revolution is just its own season of 5 episodes. There isn't like a part 2 coming later this year. They are still waiting to see if the show does well enough to warrant another season, which hopefully we will get. According to Kevin Smith, the reaction to Revolution has been so much more positive than Revelation. It was in the top 10 for almost a week on Netflix. So it seems like the chances are pretty good we are going to get another season. But probably that's not going to come like later this year or anything. Because again, this was a one and done season of 5 episodes. And if there's another season, then they'll have to start working on it. So it'll probably be a year or two before we get another season of this show, if it does get the green light from Netflix. And then for another pre-order update, going up for pre-order yesterday were the Retro Wave 5 WWE figures that are being sold as Mattel Creation exclusives. I talked about these before. I also had showed these off in hand last night in my live stream, if you check that out. So this wave has Big John Studd, Muhammad Ali as the referee, Hulk Hogan, and Wendy Richter. So again, this set is now available for pre-order on the Mattel Creations website. The cost of the set is $60. To go along with that, they also have a retro WrestleMania ring, and that is only going to cost you $25. So both of those, as I say, are now available for pre-order on the Mattel Creations website. On top of those retro figures, we also have some digital renders of a new wave of Elite Collection figures. This is 109 that has gone up for pre-order at places like our sponsor, Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. So the cost of these figures are $23.99 each. And this wave is going to include Bayley, Damian Priest, Cody Rhodes, Dominic Mysterio, Seth Rollins, and Shinsuke, I guess is how you say his name. And again, these are available for pre-order now at places like our sponsor, Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth for $23.99 each. And then to go along with that, we also have the new WWE SummerSlam Elite 2024 Build-A-Figure wave. So the Build-A-Figure in this wave is referee John Cone. And if you want to complete that figure, then you'll need to get the new Kane unmasked version along with his brother Undertaker. The other 2 figures in this wave include X-Pac and Lex Luger. And these figures also cost $23.99 each, and again are available for pre-order now at places like our sponsor, Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. GIJoe has released official images for a new Godzilla figure, which is now available for pre-order. So this figure is based on Godzilla from the 1991 Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah movie. So this figure stands about 7 inches tall. It's going to cost you $49.99. It's supposed to be released in March of 2025. And again, it is available for pre-order now at places like our sponsors, Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. Now, this is also being released as a previews exclusive, which means if you wanted to, you could probably go through your local comic book store and have them order it for you there. Now, if you've ever wanted to add a 1/12 scale Rhinoceros to your action figure collection, then a company named Wild War has you covered. So they're offering 2 different versions of this figure. Just a regular Rhinoceros version, and then one with battle armor. So if you're going to get this figure, I would definitely go with the one with the battle armor. It is a little more expensive. You can pre-order either figure at our sponsor, Big Bad Toy Store. The regular version is going to cost you about $87, and then the version with battle armor is going to cost you about $100. But again, if you've always wanted a 1/12 scale Rhinoceros in armor for your collection, then you'll probably want to check those out. And then yesterday we got quite a bit of GIJoe news because it was GIJoe Day yesterday. Now, the reason why it's GIJoe Day is because the original GIJoe figures first debuted in February back in 1964. So we're talking about the 12-inch type figures, not the 3 3/4 inch real American hero stuff. But again, GIJoe first debuted in February, so February 1st has been deemed, I'm sure by Hasbro, as GIJoe Day. And in keeping with that, Hasbro revealed multiple digital renders of upcoming figures. So this is likely going to be the next wave of figures that goes up for pre-order. These are probably the renders that they would have shown in their last live stream, but held back, I'm guessing, so they could show them off for GIJoe Day, since they weren't planning on doing a live stream yesterday. So just to go down the list of renders that they showed, we're getting Doc. Now we knew these figures were coming because they had already told us the names of these characters. This is just our first look at these, but Doc is coming. So classic Doc, which looks pretty good. We're also getting the 3rd original Dreadnought with Torch. So that one is also looking good. I hope with both Doc and Torch the glasses are not removable, but at least with Torch they probably are, since the glasses were removable on both Buzzer and Ripper. But overall the figure looks good. We've got a Night Creeper, the purple version of Night Creeper with two different head sculpts. Agent Jinx, so in her ninja outfit, you get one with a mask and one without, also with the blindfold. We've also got, going along with Torch, Nagahide, so not one of the original Dreadnoks, in fact one of the far later Dreadnoks, but Nagahide, he showed up in the Dick series. And then a 2-pack, a Tiger Force 2-pack featuring Tripwire and Roadblock. Now, it was not specifically said that these would be released at Target, so, you know, that's where all the other Tiger Force figures have been released at. But I've been hearing reports that Target has been dropping a lot of action figure exclusives here for this year. So I wouldn't be totally surprised if this ended up being sold somewhere else. Hasbro did not specifically say Target when they released this image, but we'll have to wait and see. And I guess for now, we'll assume that these will be Target store exclusives. Now, Hasbro wasn't the only one to reveal new figures for GIJoe Day. Super7 revealed a new wave of Ultimates Wave 6. So these are all repaints, or essentially repaints, based on Baroness, Lady J, and Scarlet, so an all-female wave. These are based on the colors that they had in the Dick series of the GIJoe cartoon. So that's why they look all bright and kind of weird. But again, this is a repaint wave that is available for pre-order now. The figures cost $55 each, like most Ultimates do. You can get them at places like Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth. You can also get them through the Super7 website. If you order all 3 figures there through Super7, where I believe they charge you up front, they'll also throw in a weapons pack for you as well. Super7 also today has been announcing new licenses that they'll be doing figures for, I'm assuming sometime this year. Now, no specific details like whether these will be Reaction, Ultimates, or both. Again, just announcing the licenses themselves. So just to go down the list, and they continue to do this throughout the day, so there may be more coming. So as I'm filming this, this is what they've announced so far. So Frosty the Snowman is getting some figure treatment from Super7, along with American Psycho. So that Christian Bale horror movie, they'll be doing figures for. Probably the most interesting license so far today that they've announced are Conan the Barbarian and Cole the Conqueror. And you'll notice it's a panel from a comic book. And being they've already done Conan figures from like the movies and stuff, I'm thinking this is an indication of comic book based figures. There was a Cole movie. I don't know if they'll do any figures from that, but there was also a comic run from Marvel. So I'm thinking these are comic book based figures. But whether they're Reaction or Ultimates, again, I have absolutely no idea. And then finally, a few new musician type licenses with Thin Lizzy, Spinal Tap, and Typo Negative. So if there are any more license announcements to come today, we'll have that up on TNI, and then I'll be sure to update this story next week. And then finally for today, I've got some news on the McFarlane toy front. So also yesterday, we got a bunch of pre-orders for new DC Superpower figures. So first of all, that Brainiac Skull ship that I've talked about previously that had started showing up at Walmart stores, that has now gone up for pre-order. You can get it pretty much everywhere that carries McFarlane toy products. So it is not a Walmart exclusive. The cost is $19.99, just like it was at Walmart. No figure included with that one. And then also going up for pre-order with that was the Blue Beetle ship that I told you was coming. So this is our first look at that one. That has not shown up at any Walmart stores that I'm aware of. That one is going to cost you a bit more. That one costs $29.99. It's a bit bigger than the Brainiac ship. So you can open up the back and you can fit 2 figures inside of it. So again, it's a bit bigger, a little more expensive. Now, according to the release dates on these, officially they're supposed to be released in April. Though, as I said, with like the Brainiac ship, we've already started to see that show up at Walmart stores. Now, along with the 2 ships, we also have single pack figures, which cost about $10 each. Of course, we've got Blue Beetle to go with his ship, and then we've got a Brainiac figure as well. And then to go along with those two, we have Green Lantern member Kilowog, and then another Batman figure, which is being listed as a manga figure. Essentially, it looks kind of like it's black and white or what have you. It's got a little color to it, but again, it's officially being listed as a manga figure. So that is the newest wave. Now, the McFarlane store had a bundle, which maybe I think sold out, and you can get like all the figures in the wave, including a gold Superman and a yellow Sinestro. I believe those were actually originally offered last month with the last round of DC Superpower stuff. But again, there's if you want to get a whole wave and get those extra figures, that's available at Entertainment Earth for $59.99. Also to note, with the Blue Beetle ship on the packaging, we can see there in the cockpit a Booster Gold figure. So that is not one that's been announced or gone up for pre-order yet, but Blue Beetle's best friend Booster Gold looks like is coming to the line as well. And then the final DC Superpower item that went up for pre-order yesterday is another McFarlane store exclusive. It is a variant of Brainiac's Skull ship, and it comes with a Brainiac figure. So the cost of that one is $29.99, and again, that is being offered as a McFarlane store exclusive. Okay, so that's it for today. As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts on everything I talked about down in the comments section below. Like this video if you're so inclined, and again, please think about subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. I am still trying to reach 100,000 subscribers by the end of this year, so over 65, so I've got a ways to go, but again, with your help, I feel confident that I can actually achieve that goal. As always, guys, stay safe out there, have a great weekend, and until next time, I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching today's video. Now, if you're new to the channel, please think about hitting that subscribe button. Also, hit the bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. For all the latest action figure news, be sure to head over to ToyNewsEye.com, MarvelousNews.com, JediInsider.com, and TFormers.com. And remember, action figures are great,